Hello, my badass boys and badass babes. It is your favorite B-A-double-D bad girl, the Black Hills herself, Virgo the Vixen. As always, hit those likes, subscribe buttons wherever you're at. This week's video, we're going to talk about how to screw with your boyfriend's mind, okay? I'm not going to lie, how we're going to screw with your boyfriend's mind and or your husband's mind, depending on what you want to do. All right, now, fair warning, I must give you this disclaimer. This is either going to add a little spice to your relationship or it's going to totally destroy it, depending on which avenue you want to do. So please just take this with a little bit of, how can we say, modesty, grain of salt, or just be forewarned. Okay, now ladies, let's be honest. We torture the men in our lives because A, they did something incredibly stupid, B, they forgot something, or C, because, let's face it, we're bitches, and because it's kind of fun. Let's just be honest. We can be honest now. And guys, if you haven't figured that part out, that we like to screw with you because we can, that's on you, all right? We love you. Don't get us wrong, but there are things that you do to us that make us catty and a little bit more petty, and we have to let it out, okay? So, just, hey, what can I say? Deal with it. It's what makes us charming. Anyways, let's go on to the core material. All right, today I'm going to give you some tips that may or may not, preferably more like may not, help your relationship by screwing with your boyfriend or husband's mind. Okay, now, I gotta tell you, you can have a lot of fun with this. Okay, first of all, for example, I call this, the sports theater of arena idea, okay? Basically, just think of a coach or a sports announcer when you're doing these things. First of all, if you really want to have fun with your boyfriend, just slap him on his ass for no reason and just say this: "Way to go, Sanchez. That's what I expect out of you. More hustle. You're doing good. Keep up the good work," and just walk the other direction. Just say that. Just don't even answer anything he asks, and just continue to walk on like it never happened. That's definitely going to screw with his mind, all right? Now, if he wants to get freaky and intimate, you can always screw with his mind and say, "Can we have a pitch hitter tonight? Because you're really in a slump." That one would be devastating, to be fair. It's funny. You can say, "Oh, honey, I'm just joking. You're perfectly fine. Your batting average ain't that great, but you know what? You're mine, so I'm going to keep you." Again, these are the kind of things that you would say to end a relationship, but if you want to have some fun with the guy and keep the relationship going, you can say, "Okay, tonight we're going to role play. You're going to be my hot boyfriend, and my husband is at work, okay? And you're gonna pitch hit for him tonight. Let's see if you can do better than my husband." Not only do you kind of play into a small fantasy, but you also kind of let him know that, hey, look, him, the husband or boyfriend, ain't doing that great, and maybe this could spice it up. Just be careful. Some of these things will lead to a relationship ender. How do I know? Long story. So, we kind of got that sports announcer, that coach, kind of motivating the player to get out there and do his best. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's just talk about what I call the theatricals, the things that are over the top, the drama, the actress, the diva inside of all of us that just wants to have a little bit of fun, all right? And what you can do to really screw with your boyfriend and or husband is, first of all, just slow clap. The moment they walk into the room, just slow clap. Just slow clap. The moment they walk in. Now, you can have a lot of fun with this. And if they ask, because immediately their minds are going to go to a place where like, "Oh God, what did I do? I'm in trouble." You can just say, "Well, you didn't tell me how pretty I looked. You didn't tell me that I was the light of your life. You didn't tell me I was special today." You can have a little bit of fun and spice things up. Or you can just be like, slow clap, ask what's going on. You can say, "Well, it's about time you brought that sexy ass back. You've been teasing me all day with it. Don't sit there and lie. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Now shut up and show me that little biscuit butt back there." You're going to have a lot of fun with this, but at the same time, you screw with his mind because he doesn't know. All of a sudden, he thinks he's in trouble, and all of a sudden, you throw a curveball to where it's like, "Yeah, let's get frisky." Like I said, these are ways to screw with your guys' mind. Continuing the theatrical, what you can do is have a little bit of fun. Set the mood, and then just screw with him. All right, just set the mood. You have the lights set to an intimate, setting. You have candles, and all of a sudden, you just whip out something microwavable and put it on his dish and say, voila. Again, you're screwed with his mind because he's thinking, okay, we're going to have something romantic. And all of a sudden, there's a TV dinner plopped in front of him. And if you ask why, because, hey, you just felt like being in the mood. Maybe you want to eat by candlelight. Maybe you want to have some music. And guess what? This is what it took you all this time to prepare, and that's all you had left is time to heat something up. So, hey, what can I say? Another way to have fun with the theatrics is you can be the over-the-top drama queen whenever he asks you something like, honey, where do you want to go for dinner? And you can have this. My choosing of dinner, I do not know where. I am so famished, I am so hungry. I do not know where to go. My mind is lost in a sea of unconscious thought. I am starting to feel weak and tired because I do not know where we should go. And just play it up because this way, the guy's going to think, oh, great, I just married I'm with a drama queen. But you can have a little bit of fun. And at the end, you can just say your favorite restaurant. Which, side note, ladies, when a guy asks you, your boyfriend or your husband, where you want to go, I'm going to just tell you right now, first warning, do not ever say you choose it. He chooses it, you're stuck. You have no reason to bitch, whine, or complain, okay? Second of all, just say, well, I don't know. Worst thing to say to a guy, because now you're starting to give him more power. So just say, okay, honey, can you give me like 3 options? And then pick something from there, okay? If you say, give me some options, you gotta pick one, all right? If you say, okay, I'm gonna give you 3 options. If you tell them, okay, honey, I'd like to go here, here, or here, which one sounds good to you? This way, you're in control of the scenario. You're saying, okay, I want this place, or this place. Where would you like to go out of those 3? That means you're in control because guess what, ladies? You really can't bark when you just say, well, you just pick whatever you want because guess what? The guy ain't going to pick the place that you want. He's going to pick the place that he wants. Anyways, back to screwing with your guy. Okay, so we got the theatrics, And also, I'm going to kind of call this one I call it out in left field, okay? These are things just for no apparent reason. You just do something that's just weird and crazy and that's just going to screw with your guy's mind. For example, you could say something, just totally weird. Like you have sex, guess what? Tonight we can have sex. Not weird, all right? But this time you can say, well, I'm going to tell you what, this is how we're going to do it. And then you just list something freaky and weird. And then at the end you can say, only if you meet the following criteria. All right, you're setting up for something that he wants, okay? And then you say, okay, we can do X, Y, and Z. But first, you're going to get this list of items taken care of and or done. Now, I guarantee you 1, 2 things. Either your boyfriend or your husband is not going to do any of them, or 2, that shit's going to get done real quick. Why? Because they are properly motivated because this is what they want. Again, you're screwing with your guy's mind. You could say something. You can really say something to screw with their mind in bed. Now, I don't recommend this because it could go disastrous. But you can say, oh yeah, way to go, Toby Keith! Just say something screwy like that in the bedroom during that, how can we say, the moment of ecstasy. It's going to screw with the guy. Either the guy's going to think he's Toby Keith, or he's going to wonder what the hell is she thinking about Toby Keith for? I don't know. But either way, you can say something outrageous and screwy like that just to get his attention. Now, we're just going to talk about things that aren't sexual, that you can have some fun with your guy. You can say things that will screw with his mind. And, oh my God, just going to give you an example. Here's another one that I've used and unfortunately ended my relationship, but still, it was funny nonetheless. So, here's what I did. All right, this is what I said to him. He took it the wrong way. But anyways, I said, you know what? To me, you look great in the morning. No words can describe it. And so, that's a really nice compliment. And you can say, well, there's plenty of sounds that would describe it. Ah! Don't screw with your mind. That one would definitely kind of end your relationship, but it's kind of funny nonetheless. So, these are just some basic, simple ways to screw with your guy's mind. Now, why are we doing this, ladies? Why am I doing this video? I think is kind of the underlying question. Because it's fun. I'm not going to lie about it. We do it to our men all the time. And I just want to give you a few more tools in your arsenal. If you have any other suggestions, put them down in the comments below, because hey, you never know what, how can I say this, tricks that we can teach each other on how to spice it up, or as I like to call it, keep the relationship interesting and fresh. Well, anyways, who's your vixen? Bye-bye.